Jeez.
What kind of person are you? We got the Alexandria Mike Vick.
A man once worked as a groomer at your dog's best friend, a popular pet grooming and boarding facility in Alexandria's Delray neighborhood, has been charged with killing a dog in his care and abusing four others, as Seymour has said. Kevin Malik Sanders, 29, of Alexandria, faces one felony count of animal cruelty resulting in the death of a companion dog, and four, he's kind of handsome too. That's for
He looked
sure.
like he looked like a Doberman Pinscher.
Nuh-uh, Snoop
He
looks like
do.
a Doberman
Roo,
pincher.
roo. They look like Snoop. Look at his hairline.
Snoop is not attractive at all.
Hey,
He faces one felony count of animal cruelty resulting in the death of a companion dog and four misdemeanor counts for, I guess, all the other ones.
Peter
And the
gonna get
abuse
that.
must be the training. According to Porter, Sanders was arrested Monday and is being held without bond. Well, what did he do?
This
And
bad.
this place is on Route 1 in Alexandria. So y'all seen it. It's across the street from the Target.
The alleged abuse and the death of the dog occurred between July of last year and 2025 January, Porter said in a news release. The felony animal cruelty charge Sanders faces carries with it a potential maximum penalty of 5 years in prison, according to the Commonwealth's Attorney's Office. Each of the misdemeanor animal cruelty charges carries a maximum of a year in jail. What did he
Dang.
do? Your
Dang.
dog's best friend's owner, Paul Hare, said
Yeah.
Saunders was still employed up until Monday when he was arrested. The dog in question, a young golden retriever named Abigail,
Uh-oh.
died on July 12th
Uh-oh.
of last year.
That's
The
a white
dog
person
died
dog.
of a heart condition.
Oh,
The
Abigail.
kid was rough trying to get the dog to sit still.
Mm.
Hare said Tuesday that Rankin lied in his initial affidavit for a search warrant when Rankin alleged the dog had been strangled. And who is
Dang.
Rankin again? First of all, this boy did not do nothing to that damn dog. That dog had a damn heart condition.
You a good
talking
defense
about?
lawyer. You're a good defense attorney. That Bama got
Like
the dog. Was
somebody
like,
just mad their dog died and they want to blame the black man.
Get your Abigail.
The dog
Get your
died
ass.
of a heart condition.
oh,
Get out of here.
nah, he punished that Joe.
He does. They don't
Oh
say
my
what he did.
goodness. Yo,
Animal,
this
is
animal
bad.
cruelty resulting in the death. So you telling me that
This
he
is
was so
bad.
cruel to the dog that he gave him heart failure? I don't
Yeah,
think
the
so.
dog.
It's not like this is a dog fighting ring. This is
Elizabeth,
that the dog damn
this
take
is the
care of
big one.
groomers.
I'm coming to see you, Elizabeth.
No,
Elizabeth,
that
this is
sounds
it.
like some entitled people that was looking through the window because you know how you go to the groomers and you see the people and they brushing them or washing them. Somebody looked through and they were like, "Oh my God, he's so rough. He's abusing that dog." Went in a
No,
Karen. I don't like the way he's handling. He's abusing. I'm calling the
Hey,
police.
no.
we
They said someone like a manager sent the footage. So
Is
dang.
that the
ooh,
Rankin? Rankin
What's the
lied.
what's
Rankin,
the
who
dog's
lied in
name?
his initial affidavit
Abigail.
Who names their dog
This
Abigail?
you
and
know who
said that it was strangled.
y'all
Why would
listen.
this man
Listen.
strangle a dog with a heart condition? That does not make any
Listen,
sense.
y'all. This
I
is
don't
Hey,
believe
deeper
it.
than rap. This is deeper than rap. Listen to me.
Okay.
This was a golden retriever
Mm-hmm.
Lassie.
named Abigail. This is a white dog. So we got Snoop Dogg, a Doberman Pinscher,
Doberman
killing
Pinscher.
an American dog. This is
Bow wow
bad.
wow yippee
This
yo
this
yippee yay.
this is bad.
Yeah,
I told you
he going to
somebody just
jail.
didn't want to lose their sick dog and they
He
blamed this man.
and then also he's still locked up. He don't got no bond. Without bond, he didn't kill he's not a flight risk. Like he didn't kill
Right.
a human being. He's still locked up.
They're
Isn't
trying
this
to get his.
go
How
ahead?
many
His,
years they're trying to give him? Go ahead.
his girlfriend kicked him out, and he was dealing with a lot of stress anyway because he don't have no job. So when he got that job, she was like, "You still a broke nigga, and he took home to work, and he kirked out on them dogs. That's what happened.
She said to him, go ahead, go back to your dog best friend.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Go
That's
make that
it.
little bit of money. Cause you ain't even you don't pay no bills in this house. You know how that argument go?
All
I'm
right.
cooking all
These
this shit for
people,
you.
listen here, Abigail's Masters, you should be ashamed of yourself. You didn't take care of your dog. You gave him the cheap dog
Don't blame
food.
them.
He developed a heart condition, or you adopted a sick dog that wasn't going to make it anyway. You took him
Dang.
to the groomers. You want to blame his death on somebody else. You did not like the way that he was brushing the other dog's hair and grooming them, or cutting the nails, and the dog might have been moving around. And so you saw him brace it. You had a problem with it. And now you're trying to put this man in jail for 9 years over your sick dog.
You know what
You should
Peter
be
gonna
ashamed of
say?
yourself.
You know what Peter gonna say?
What?
That nigga's guilty.
Yep. They might put him under the jail. They might hang him.
Under
But
under the
we gonna
jail.
hope that man gets good. But this Ish
Yeah.
Talk TV DMV news. There's a boxing event. If y'all like boxing, live casino this Saturday. Jeter Promotions.
Like
You can get your
everywhere.
tickets at AXS.com. AXS.com. July 26th. It's been a sad week in the DMV. We got the rest in peace to all those
He
people.
sent
All these
warnings like I can't
he's
do this no more.
yeah, he sent out a message before he did it. So he was just tired. He lost his son.
Yeah, that was messed
His
up.
son passed away like a year ago. So, but you never know what people are going through. So,
Nah, man, not at
This
all.
past
but
weekend,
he did give out signs. So I wish it was somebody. It's a black man. Hopefully, it's a wake up sign.
Yeah, check on your folks, man. Check on your folks.
Mm. Or allow people to help you.
That too. Don't be a shell. Like you know how we do, especially as folks in the black delegation. We like, nah, ain't nothing wrong with me. Shut up, nigga.
Mm. And the 1-year-old that got shot. Just
Yeah.
what only
what is up
happened?
with all of these babies getting shot? How is this happening?
Is this Gaza?
Yeah, this accident
Is this
murderers
Gaza?
Basically.
Why you? This is
act like
crazy.
they killed on purpose. Lying, brag they put work in.
And then the dude going to shoot, and then they're going. They right now they're looking for a black Jeep,
Yeah,
making
they
Jeep
found that
make
Jones
all the
soon.
Jeep drivers look hot.
And
Yep.
they have a strong community, that Jeep
Yeah, with
community. They
those
just
ducks
Take your
everybody
better do
ducks
well
out.
something.
trained.
Where with the ducks?
Yeah, take your ducks out.
Yeah, find out who
Quack
did that
quack.
shit.
Get them all out and find them, and then kill them, man. I just kill them. I'm tired now. I'm at this point. I got fatigue, man. Just kill these Bammers, man. They OC. Kid
Well,
almost killed a kid. Kill them.
I think it's time for Trump to come in, because especially if they
Trump
line
to come in and do what?
and put some martial law and take over. Fuck
Yeah,
house rule. We need to
yeah.
take
No,
over.
that curfew ain't
What does
working.
Yeah,
martial law look
the
like to you?
curfew ain't working.
What does
Where
martial
it's
law look like
military on
to you?
every street.
Now about to say, put them
And
on
then
every
what?
corner and dare them to do something with the AK-47 out there like that.
That's two. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. They got
Put a tank. Put a
we
tank on
yeah.
U Street.
Y'all got army guns. Yeah, we see what you
Yeah.
got.
Put a
But
tank on U Street.
and then we have the police just lying about stats, about the crime been down.
So
Point
speaking
taken.
of I was very interested when I saw this story. So, you know, that video, sometimes it's celebrities, sometimes it's local known people, and sometimes it's people that nobody knows. But they say 34 black women disappeared in DC and nobody's talking about that. Y'all seen that? Have y'all seen that video over the
I
years? So when
remember
I
that.
saw it, last month or 2 months ago, and I was like, wait a minute, I go and Google it, and it was like, yeah, the percentages of the people who go missing, it's a high recovery rate. And so I was like, oh, and then I saw, this video. I saw them make mention to the video that was circulating, and that it wasn't based in truth, or maybe it was like an aggregate of numbers over a period of time. But the videos make it seem like 34 women, 34 girls disappeared like in one weekend or something. So I'm like, oh, okay. So they usually find people. Oh, that's good to know. I go on the DC report website just to make sure and see the little numbers, and I'm reassured. And then I see this DC police commander suspended, accused of changing crime statistics. He got me. I was fooled. I thought we were good. We are not good. The Metropolitan Police Department confirmed Michael Pulliam was placed on pay, and he's still collecting a check.
He black.
Placed on paid administrative leave in mid-May. That happened just a week after Pulliam filed an equal employment opportunity complaint against an assistant chief, and the police union accused the department of deliberately falsifying crime data, according to 3 law enforcement sources familiar with the complaint.
Black.
The union claims police supervisors in the department manipulate crime data to make it appear violent crime has fallen considerably compared to last year. Pulliam, the former commander of the 3rd District that patrols Adams Morgan and Columbia Heights, was placed on leave with pay and told he was under investigation for questionable changes to crime data. 5 law enforcement sources familiar with the investigation told News 4. So that's 5 officers, detectives, lieutenants, and so on. Sergeants. When our members respond to the scene of a felony offense where there is a victim reporting that a felony occurred, inevitably there will be a lieutenant or a captain that will show up on that scene and direct those members to take a report for a lesser offense. The Fraternal Order of Police Chairman Greg Pemberton said, so instead of taking a report for a shooting or a stabbing or a carjacking, they will order that officer to take a report for a theft or an injured person to the hospital or a felony assault, which is not the same type of classification.
Fool, are you surprised?
Hey, the Bama white boy. I'm surprised. Yeah, because I'm thinking we're listening to the story that the Bama was black and he had a problem with the white supervisor, so he had a complaint. You know how we do. We trying to get that bread up. But this Bama was a white dude cheating, point shaving. What do you get? Like a bonus or raise if you get like the statistics look good?
You can't be surprised when it's the same thing like when they start teaching kids to the test instead of teaching the fundamentals that you just need in life. If you don't actually implement any programs, anything to change in civic life, then crime is not going to change. But if you're still holding people responsible for changing the crime, but you don't fund them or give them, you don't put anything in place to actually encourage the decrease, then all you're going to get is people lying. That's so disappointing.
Right.
I think I think he was feeling pressure from higher ups, so he had to do something. And when it comes to the mayor, I think the mayor has something to do with it, because I think they're trying to do it. They're trying to put the crime low to make it look like Trump don't got to do nothing, like to keep him, like keep Trump away. Like we got him over here. We got him down.
By any means necessary.
And especially when when it comes to the stadium, they trying to make crime look like DC, but
we getting better.
I thought it was thought it was the stats were right.
With them
DC Metro's Better Bus rollout faces frustration, delays, and countless complaints. The agency eliminated 527 bus stops and renamed every route in the system, part of its first complete redesign in 50 years. But with the changes came confusions, delays, and complaints from daily riders. Initially, Metro was taking around 2,000 general calls daily, with about 150 calls directly related to the Better Bus, with some frustrated commuters seeking clarity on the newly labeled routes and longer, more complex trips. As of this week, general calls have decreased to about 927 per day, with about 150 still related to the Better Bus. Why mention the 927? The Butter Bus calls haven't improved. They tried it. Once again, fudging those numbers to make themselves look good. It's a pattern. That's what happens with your bureaucracy.
Les,
You know,
aren't you a writer?
I am an avid rider, and when they announced that the stops would be changing, I looked up my route, and
See,
the route didn't change. They changed the name, and then I
see,
just looked to see if they were going to take away a bunch of stops. My route is very, very short. Like the whole thing probably only takes 30 minutes, if that much. Um, with the stop to the metro station. Um, but I know the very first day they were training somebody on the bus. It was on time. Was it on time? It was late. It was new, and I was like, okay, we get a new
yeah.
bus, or like what's going? I'm thinking that things are going to be better. Once again, I just be falling for the banana in the tailpipe
Well,
when it
a lot of people
comes.
were, well, there were some comments online saying that the buses have been more consistent and on time.
Ugh.
Um, they these people when they're complaining about the first day, I remember there was in the news and people were like, "Hey, wait, no one told me nothing was going to happen." Like they
Yeah,
told y'all three
They
or a
definitely
long
I
told
time.
you.
told you.
It's kind of like back in the day when you're supposed to have a test, they a pop-up test. Like,
Yeah,
no, I told y'all. I try to give
told y'all
y'all, I
three
let y'all
months
know.
ago.
You can't be putting us like that. Be surprising us.
Right. Hey, one
So
one bus that used to take me where I needed to go. Now I have to switch three buses and leave 2 hours earlier.
Where you gonna pay
now that's
anyway?
ridiculous, and that is not effective. And apparently that is happening to some people.
2 hours
I don't
earlier.
know why they
Jesus.
needed to change the names to every single line. I'm wondering what is the meaning of that. I'm sure there's something behind that, but it definitely is not for the sake of clarity or organization. And while I was optimistic on the first day, preceding the following month, you know, between the estimate that you get on your phone from the maps to the screens that are when you come into the station to the actual estimate screen at the bus stop on the C33. None of those numbers are ever right. It's a daggone crapshoot. You just got to walk out and see what happens. You just got to see what happens.
It's
And
over.
then I can't stand when they pull up and they say, "Oh, it's a bus behind me. Get on the bus." And you be looking and there's never another bus. I think that's like in the handbook to calm passengers down when they when they try to get you to
Right.
open the door.
The
No, no,
bus
no,
three
it's the
minutes
bus
away.
coming right behind me. You gonna get on that one?
I did that, but it's
Yeah.
over. It's over. It's over. The new
So
routes is AG now. We are living in the AG world after gentrification. We were living in BG.
Oh,
This AG
but I
now.
don't see how I don't
It's
see. I
over.
mean, I don't ride enough varying routes, but what is so different about the routes and how do you think that gentrification is affecting them? Because isn't
they cut them
wherever
off.
buildings have been gentrified, aren't there already buses that go over there? Like, I don't get
You
it.
better take the county lines,
Look,
the
they just got
bus,
Oh, or maybe they're
ride
changing the
on.
routes so that you don't pick
Yeah.
up certain types of passengers.
That's
Yes.
why that
Is
Bama
that what it
said he got
is?
to take
We
two,
have
two, three
to.
buses. He got to leave 2 hours earlier because the routes didn't
Where he
change.
coming from? He probably need to get on a train and mix that up. Why are you taking
Yeah,
three buses? If you're taking three
well,
buses, I bet one of those can be swapped out with a train.
It
that's Scott
depends.
Roberts, a longtime rider. I had
Who?
to. Scott Roberts, a longtime rider.
Robert. Hey, Robert. We got Leslie Olabisi and we got Cool. And I'm your host, B More, aka Princess Amunda. Make sure you follow us on YouTube, Instagram, TikTok. Thank you guys for the new followers and subscribers. This show only works without you, but remember, you may need us, but we don't need
There
you.
You
you
just want
Let's
go.
people to
keep
tune
it
out with
in
that one, huh?
Virginia where all the creepy stuff happens.
The deputy chief, Frederick Chambers, was reminding parents to stay alert. Pay close attention to your child because you can see how quickly this child wandered off and was able to be picked up, he warned.
Dang.
Police say on Friday around 11:45 a.m., a little girl wandered away from a play area on the first floor. The child just walked away from the play area going towards another store in the mall, Chambers
Uh,
explained. The suspect walking by just walks up behind the child, approaches the child, to which the child turns around, picks the child up, and carries her away.
dang.
The suspect is 26-year-old Andres Caceres Haldin. Haldin
Uh-oh.
allegedly got to the second floor of the mall with the little
Ooh.
girl where her mother
Oh.
confronted him and got her daughter back. I hope she beat the dog taste out of him. Haldin ran away before the police arrived. She should have had the whole mob with her on that one.
All right,
Officers
stop.
said
Collaborate and listen. It's coming.
Officers said he allegedly stole a car that morning too. So he just steals everything.
Yeah, I got a
Everything.
question. Everything.
A vehicle was reported stolen from an auto repair shop in the Chantilly area, said Chambers. Working again with the real-time crime center, with that information was able to locate that vehicle and track that vehicle to a hotel in the Chantilly area. Police arrested Haldin as he was coming out of his hotel room that evening. Thought he got away with it. He was charged with abduction of a minor and grand larceny auto theft. Haldin is being held at the
Now,
Fairfax County Adult Detention Center
yes,
without bond.
that's
Is that
fine
known as
without
FAR?
bond.
Doom
Fairfax.
doom 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 doom. Well, I have one question. Is he legal?
No.
Get his ass out of here. Ice, ice, baby.
That's my guess. I don't know for sure, but allegedly he's not legal.
Yo,
He got too much time on his hands.
stealing cars.
Yeah, people be working.
And got bored, so he stole a kid.
He got it from an auto shop, and then he want
He
to go
probably
across the
he's
street.
probably a pedo.
This is.
Get-
I'm
Yeah, it's
seeing a
time to go.
pattern, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm starting to see a pattern in Virginia.
Go.
Creeps and certain type of creeps.
With the sexual abusers, molesters,
Yeah.
Is
and
looking like a type.
confusers.
They get the weird crimes. They get the weird crimes.
Abusers, molesters, and confusers. That's what Virginia got.
And opportunists, because motherfucking parents, put your motherfucking phone down when you're in fucking public with your kids. God damn.
That's simple. That's simple.
Especially
It's
at
just
the
like
mall.
Put your phone down.
but
You don't know
it's
what's
just
going
like-
on. And you look up, you never know when the fucking bomb is coming.
Multiple arrests were made after biker gang was linked to a shooting outside of a Virginia hookah lounge. Police in Virginia have connected members of an East Coast biker gang to an assault and shooting at a hookah lounge in Prince William County.
Look at these Bahamas here.
Marshals
these
arrested over a dozen suspects. That's 12 for
He got a
some
bite?
of you. Who they believe are part of a motorcycle gang called Wheels of Soul. Well,
Lord.
I guess that means
Yeah.
they're black.
Yeah,
Investigators say these bikers were involved in a fight and shooting that happened right outside Babylon Cafe in April.
You
I
got
didn't
to
even
him.
know.
Hey, look,
Police learned that the incident started as some kind of altercation inside the bar. They say members of the biker club dragged the man outside and violently beat him. Then the victim's acquaintance came outside to confront the group. That was stupid. Police say that's when at least 80 rounds were fired.
Oh,
and one of the suspects was shot. So first of all,
hold up, no one died?
When he confronted the group, he must have came with a pistol.
80 rounds?
Then 80 rounds were fired. Babylon has been closed ever since. Y'all just be messing up people's businesses.
Y'all fucking up the money over there in Babylon.
Their live entertainment permit as well as their alcohol license following the incident. Stop making these bars and stuff suffer. Why does everybody else have to suffer in Prince William County who like to go to the hookah lounge because some gang member because some bicycle gang shot up the joint? What does that have to do with the bar? Unless you're saying that's their home bar, that's their home.
Yeah, that's their turf.
Their home base, but I don't think so because it's a hookah lounge. Those two don't even go
What's
together.
the name of the what's the name of the show on FX with the motorcycle?
I know what you're talking about. Sons of Anarchy.
Sons of Anarchy. Yeah. They must have been watching too much of that shit. So the dude, so dude got jumped
Wheels
and then he
Wheels of Soul.
How you gonna have soul in the name and then go around beating people's ass?
Slap the shit out of whoever came up with that.
So did the dude get jumped And then
But
he
maybe
called.
he
And then
deserved it. What did he say?
hold
Nah,
on. Oh,
they was in the
Let,
jump faking.
so he got jumped, and then he called his people outside.
Nah, he got jumped. He got jumped.
Somebody from their gang got jumped.
And then like a whole bunch of
Then
them came.
they they took him outside and beat him. A couple people.
Oh,
Then one of his boys, everybody, all his people was still inside. Then one of his boys came out to confront the group. And then the police say, not the witnesses, were the police there? How are the police testifying? Where was all the people that was at the bar? You telling me there was only 4 people in the parking lot? People is always parking lot pimping. I'm sure people were pulling up. So what did those people say?
so the dude that got beat up, he told the police nothing allegedly, and they still looking for the other members of the group, Wheels of Soul, and it was some.
Wheels of Soul.
So they're part of
Leads me to
Virginia
believe
and
that
a
he was
couple.
also in a gang as well, or plans to take out vengeance on his own. I think it's more likely to be the former.
So crazy. Well, let me see.
80 rounds and no one got
80
hit.
rounds. No, and well, thank God, you know.
Thank goodness. Yeah, no bull.
Yeah.
One was shot, but it
One was
didn't say
shot.
they died.
He was
So
good. But you I already know which one got jumped.
I know one of the dudes on here. I
You
grew up
know
with
him?
him. I grew up with him.
Which one? Is it the one I'm thinking
Like
about?
in Virginia.
The white man giving it away.
He clearly giving it away like he talking about me all shit. The one in the middle. He like, oh, it wasn't me.
No,
But that Bama next to him,
yeah.
he got jumped and came and told the boys.
Which
like,
one?
hey,
Which one?
I've always got to be politically correct.
Wait.
Yes.
The weird looking Bama.
Which one?
Without
They
the
all
shape
look
up.
weird.
Which one?
Bama where
Can you
the
say the
white
number
dude
of
is
the row, the column, something?
top left. Top left.
How about
Top
the
left in
weird
the
looking
corner.
one?
In the corner, like right under me. He right under me. Yeah, that Bama right there. He got jumped. And that Bama under him,
why you
that's
say
the
him?
ringleader. Because he just looked like a weak ass Bama. Look, he's shirt off. His shirt off. They already ripped his shirt off,
he's
beat
not
the
under
shit out
you.
of him.
So you said top left. Oh, okay.
I went to school with that kid.
Top left?
Yeah, and he
he's weird, wasn't he?
It was one of those things where
he wore skate shoes and
those
bell
things you try to
bottoms.
help somebody and then they end up shitting on you for the rest.
Yeah,
and then that's how it was. But the thing with him was
that's why you talking shit about it. He hurt your feelings,
I did.
and now you
I'm
about
just
to get your
reporting the
payback
news.
now. You
I'm
like,
reporting.
Is that
Give
what
him some
you doing?
clothes.
This
He
is
ain't
the
got
news.
no clothes for school.
Is that what you doing?
This is the news. I'm just, people gonna be like, be more. Why are you doing this? This is the news. Like I have to. It's interesting. A shootout at Babylon. You know what I'm saying? And
he got a bike.
The thing with the kid, the dude was, he recently just recovered from a motorcycle accident.
That Bama got a bike.
So how come he didn't? That would have been my sign. I gotta stop fucking with this motorcycle.
Yeah.
Nah, they about that life. They already expect that something gonna happen. You just get back on like falling off a horse.
Damn.
So now let's come on back to Maryland. Can we bring it back to Maryland?
Crab State.
Back to Maryland.
Crabs and mixture of crime. Yeah.
Crab and crime. Crab and crime. Crab and crime.
You're on the road tonight.
Crabs and crime, boy.
You.
Okay, well, Moore's office, that is Governor Wes Moore of the great state of Maryland, continues to push back lawmakers as reparations feud continues. Black people love to form a committee to study shit that we already know, so they can delay the inevitable fact that we ain't never getting reparations the way they think we are. Governor Wes Moore of Maryland is facing pushback from lawmakers after vetoing a bill that would have created a state reparations study commission. Despite claims from his office that Moore and his staff regularly met with legislators and expressed concerns about the bill, some lawmakers say the governor ignored their request for input and instead pushed his own similar plan behind the scenes. The bill, championed by the Legislative Black Caucus of Maryland, aimed to establish a 23. It takes 23 people
Yeah.
to
Georgia.
figure out that we got institutionalized racism in this country, and that black people, not people of color, black people, descendants of Africa, have been treated wrong and continue to have unfair disadvantages lodged against them in every shape, form, and aspects of their life. We need 23 people to form a committee for this.
MJ.
Aim to establish a 23-member commission to study the impact of historical racism on Black Marylanders and recommend forms of reparations, such as monetary awards, debt relief, or public apologies. It passed the General Assembly with strong support, but Moore vetoed it in May, saying now is not the time for another study, and called instead for immediate action with measurable outcomes. Delegate Alethea McCaskill, one of the bill's sponsors, told the Baltimore Banner that Moore shared a draft of an alternative plan that closely mirrored the vetoed legislation, including a media rollout strategy. How close? Was it close enough where it left out the committee altogether?
Black and
Moore's chief
brown.
of staff, Fagan Harris, flatly denied this, calling such claims lies and maintaining that the governor's draft deferred from the bill. That makes more sense to me. Lawmakers, however, remain determined. The Legislative Black Caucus pledged to override the veto when the General Assembly reconvenes. Caucus Chair Delegate Janelle Wilkins emphasized the bill was not just a study, but a framework to deliver generational justice. Those are your
And we've been frameworking for 25 years.
Others, like activist Carl Snowden, noted that while the veto may strain short-term cooperation, unity toward the goal of reparative justice remains essential. Moore's teams insist the governor supports action on racial equity, but oppose the bill due to its potential cost and redundancy. Of course, they're going to vote for 23 people to get paid to do a job that doesn't need to be done. That's not a real job. Of course, they're going to vote for them to pass those dollars around. It's the same thing that y'all are crucifying Trayon for, except he just did it in a different way. You taking government funds, which is taxpayer funds, and you just sprinkling around and putting it in your pockets for nonsense, and nothing comes out of it at the end of the day. What do y'all have to say?
More basically, in so many words, more like, I ain't trying to hear that shit. I ain't really trying to hear that shit. You know why I ain't trying to hear that shit? Because when I got in, I spent a rack of surplus money on a bunch of bullshit, and I gotta recoup that cash, and I ain't spending it on y'all ass. Let's just move forward, state to state. I want to get this bridge rebuilt, and I'm running for president in about 4 years, so I ain't got time to be dealing with y'all in this reparation shit. I gotta look good for the people. What's more? Oh, no, don't get me wrong. I didn't vote for this Bama. I'm not a
So
Westmore
you think he's
supporter.
against reparations?
I think I think I think he's for the establishment because, right now the Democrats are desperate and his name keep popping up as one of the ones that's supposed to be running for president. A lot of Marylanders, they like him because he like the 2.0 Obama and shit. They love him and shit out here. So if Maryland approves and all the other blue states see that they approve, then he might have a chance because he is articulate. He is articulate.
He's still not gonna. I think he's just deferring it, pushing it along because he doesn't want to, like you say, he doesn't want to say nothing that's going to hurt his
Yeah.
chances.
Oh, you for reparations?
So, but they're trying to. It says that they're going to add a meat. or some sort of media rollout to try to put some pressure on him. But
Man.
I think we got to put some pressure on him because you can't just let another black potential person in office let him go without any criticism like we did Obama. So we should put some pressure on these black elected officials.
Like
Yeah,
let's
but I
be
think that
serious
the
though.
topic needs to be worth it. Like I
Yeah,
think that black people too often, especially they play this game with the politics where they just want to keep on keeping you in your trauma and your misery and just talk and use these buzzwords and
sucker
framework and
symbolism.
generational this and
Yeah,
institutional this and this. It's not that he's saying black people don't deserve reparations. That's not what the man is saying. He's saying we don't need a committee to study it. The committees have already been formed. For the past
I'm with it.
30
That
years, they've been forming
I agree.
committees all over the country. Not that you actually needed it. And then the other part that nobody wants to acknowledge that they know is true, reparations are not coming. They're not coming. So what he's saying is that whatever actions that we can use to implement actual change in the state of Maryland, whoever's, I don't know what particular policies attacking, but anything that's resembling the old forms of redlining, whatever the 2025 version of that, whatever the version, stop taking everybody's taxes. Those something that you could have a hand in, because Democrats love to tax you to death. Whatever the programs that are already instituted. I know there was a lot going on with the returning home mates and assimilating them into whatever, and starting new programs and stuff that actually impact people's lives. Let people keep their money. If you want reparations, stop taking everybody's money. How you, on the one hand, you want to tax people to death? You want to tax people to death, people making less than $30,000, $25,000, and you want them to pay 25, 45, 50% in taxes.
You see what
And
what they
But
then
hold
pressing?
on,
you
so
want to
you
ask the government to give them reparations. You damn are the ones that need to give the reparations.
so you're saying that the black people should just let it go, especially when we talk about Black Maryland. Like Maryland's one of the first states, right? And Black
Right.
Americans been here since forever.
No,
That's
And
where
what
the
but
I'm
now
cotton
it
saying is
was.
feels
that
like they're being left behind. They got all these programs for these immigrants, programs for LGBTQ,
so what I'm saying
all these
is
special programs. How about something
mhm.
for these Black Marylanders?
Yeah, but it's not a mystery and it's not rocket science. Just do it. And that's the whole point. And I'm not saying black people should just get over
But
it. I'm saying take the results from all of the other committees that have already been formed and implement them. It's like when you
assuming
constantly studying for a test, but you don't never take the test.
that's money though.
Mm.
That's a
That's money in
scam.
that budget.
So are you saying that the Black Caucus of Maryland are a bunch of scammers?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, because they're gonna end up
Woo!
we approve that to get them 23 folks up in there, they're gonna get paid and they're gonna sit on it. They're gonna be like, yeah, reparations, we need it. And hope we never question it again. And for
But
4 years, his whole
take
term.
action on all of the studies that have been. I um
Mm.
I narrated a film called Unmarked. It's about unmarked burial sites of enslaved people that are across the deep south. All of these cemeteries unmarked, that has been overgrown, or sometimes they might even put a Confederate statue on top. And the work that's being done to preserve it, the people who have direct lineage that have formed together, volunteers, organizations, some local officials, some nonprofits, organizations, and so on. And the co-director is Chris Haley. Chris Haley is Alex Haley's nephew. Alex Haley.
Mm, Roots.
So he is the director for the study of the legacy of slavery in Maryland State Archives. There are people that are already holding all the positions like this. This is what I'm talking about. There's people that's holding positions like this all across the country. And all the committees that came before, what were the results? What's the results? All these people got paid salaries and stipends. What's the results? Take their findings and then apply it. That's what I'm saying for the black legislators and the black caucus to do. Not for black people to get over it.
Get a backbone.
For y'all to start doing some
Black
work.
caucus, get a backbone. All right.
Do the work.
All right, guys. Let's I still don't like more, but let's get to ask.
Oh, ask
Back by popular demand. And if you guys want to send us anything, DM us at Ish Talk TV or DMV News. It can be anything, dating, jobs, people in general.
Friendships.
What's going on? Yeah.
Give me your number.
Yeah. Give me your number. Go ahead.
Hey. It's your girl, Leslie Olabisi, and we are back with another episode of Ask O. That's me. So, here we go. Hey, y'all. Hey, Ish Talk fam. I'm a new listener. I guess she means new viewer. I love what you guys are doing out here in the DMV. Topic, I think I am outgrowing my friends. My name is Catrice and I live in PG County. Recently, I've noticed that I am lacking patience with my friends. We went out last month for Girls Night Out to District Alley on U Street to turn up. And usually I don't mind paying for a couple of friends that don't have it financially. And like good friends, sometimes they pay it back. But that night, I was not having it. I told the girl in need no and asked someone else because I'm tight this week. Of course, she huffed and puffed her ass off and got someone else to pay for her. I'm thinking, why you always broke, bro? Driving a Lexus, always looking fresh, but yet you always need something. And she's not alone in this group. We have a group chat where all the ladies in the chat constantly hate on men, posting videos, memes, back when Derek Jackson was a thing, LaBoy, all of those content creators. Me being tired and exhausted of the gender war, I want a man. I say, let's challenge ourselves to speak positive of men. Could that be why we're all here in this chat sharing memes? One girl who was not a part of the original groups calls me a pick me. Guess who brought her into the group? You guessed it, the brokey. Me being the bigger person, I brushed it off. I don't even know that hoe, nor did I send for her. She don't even know me to call me a pick me. I am noticing now that I am not being invited to gatherings or outings anymore. I suspect the girl started a new group and left me out of it, and I really don't care. There hasn't been much engagement in the group, and I already have seen pictures of outings they've been on without me. I am thinking about ghosting my friends. Should I talk with them and let them know I'm moving on? Thanks, O. And thank you, Catrice, for your letter. All right, so three things jump out to me with this right away. The fact that you say you don't care. You do care. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to be honest about how it feels when we have a group of friends and then we somehow get shut out for one reason or another. Okay? The other thing that you're asking is, should you ghost your friends? It sounds like they perhaps have already ghosted you. And if they haven't, it's something similar. And how does it feel? It doesn't feel good, does it? So you shouldn't ghost anybody at all. And the third thing, it sounds like these group of girls are girls that maybe you have a good time with, you hang out with, but are not actual friends. And so when we pick our friends in friend groups, it's better to align with people that share the same values. So especially if it comes to being in relationships, if you're are wanting a man and to be in a relationship, hanging around with a bunch of women who always have negative things to say about men is not going to help you in that department. Additionally, if you feel that the people that you're hanging out are always taking from you and not putting into you, then you also need to pick a different group of friends. So I would suggest that you lean in on your extended family members, your work colleagues, and if you have hobbies, to go to meetups and outings with those hobby related individuals, like if you skate or a book club or co-ed flag football or kickball or something like that, and get around people who are interested in doing the same things that you do, talk about the same things that you talk about, and hold fairly similar positions on the key important things in your life. As far as the friends from that group that you do miss, I suggest that you reach out to them independently and, schedule outings one on one. Everything doesn't have to be done with 5 and 6 and 7 people. Pick the people that you really bonded with and let them know that you are interested in maintaining your friendship and you want to hang out or hang in, invite people over for lunch. Put out some snacks, cook dinner for a friend, have a movie night in with a girlfriend, those types of things. All right, so good luck. Thanks for writing in. And that is the episode of Ask O.
Homegirl seemed to outgrown her friends. For real. I just go ahead and be alone. I would say, if you really thinking about it, if you want to see where they at, like you said, host an event. You ain't gotta cook, get the shit catered or something, clean your house and shit, and host something and bring everybody in that junk and see how they act and do the process of elimination. You know the fake ones, they gonna be all in your face. Oh girl, your house looks so nice on the drapes and shit. Yeah. Don't cut them out. It's gonna be the ones that be like, I like what you did today. Thank you for, having us over and whatnot. You keep them. It's the ones that be like, oh, girl, your kitchen looks so nice. Because she going to go in the background and be like, girl, I seen a roach in the car. She going to be hating. So get rid of them. And friends, how many of us have them?
We all love our ratchet friend that doesn't have a lot of money, but they make us laugh or they give us some take us to random places or get into some shit with them. So
Yeah.
and if they gonna bring other people into the group and then they're gonna exclude you out, that's lonely. That's a phase you gotta. It's hard to, you can't get another find some friends like that or plan an event. You ain't got that much friends. You know what I'm saying? Some certain people don't. Some people might be extrovert,
They,
introvert,
they,
and you gotta outgrow your friends. You gotta find new friends like that. So I like what you said, Leslie. You gotta there's apps now where meet up with people. I had a friend that I grew up with, and then for her birthday, she invited me out to this restaurant. So I went there, and it was my friend from I knew him for a long time, and I sat next to a random person I never met before, and I said, "How do you know Lisa?" And she says, "Oh, I met her on the app, a meetup app." So you can
tough.
just special hobbies, you know what I'm saying? So at this time, you get to learn about yourself, if you like to make money, be around people that got jobs, you know what I'm saying? People that can afford to go on trips. So yeah, think about that. Shout out to I forgot his name, cool. The Lifetime Rider.
Oh,
Oh.
oh,
Shout
it's
out
Scott
to
Roberts.
Scott Robert.
Scott
Long,
Roberts.
long
Yeah,
time.
be Scott Roberts, the
Uh,
longtime rider.
so
Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, let me double check. Yeah,
yeah.
Scott
and
Roberts, a
and the
longtime
C
rider.
and the C-33 supervisor, please whip this route into shape.
Mm.
Oh, dang.
And
Shots.
y'all stop shooting kids, man. Fuck wrong with
Please,
y'all. This is
man.
DMV News.
Crazy.
Y'all can find me at Princess Zamunda. Where can they find you, Leslie?
You can find me at Love Studios, one word, LOV Studios on YouTube.
And what you working on?
Currently, I am teaching the children. I am introducing them to voiceover. I have a program where I introduce youth to voiceover through storytelling, and we create what I have termed audio novellas, like telenovelas, but they're audio novellas, graphic
Tough.
audio stories. Very cool.
You should like
Sister
do a
Act
class,
slash Lauren Hill skit.
right? I got an idea for you. You
Okay.
probably you probably already have this. Like, have the kids write a short story and put it in like a bucket and have each kid pull from that bucket, and whatever story they pull, they got a voice over that other story. So they'll be reading old
Shoot.
Tommy's story. They'd be like, "Yeah, I'm a frog, and the frog jumped over the lake." But it'll be funny because we'll be reading Tommy's story, but it's from Deja.
Mm.
Mhm.
Hey,
Think
I
about that.
just
Think about
randomly
that.
thought that up.
Thank you.
Randomly
They're gonna be
thought that
like,
up.
yeah,
Yeah,
So what
I
you
could
know
Who
see
wrote
about
this
that.
love,
story? This
shorty?
story funny.
I could see that.
All right, guys. Good show. Make sure you follow us. Stay black. And boxing, Jeter Promotions. Make sure you go check out that fight card at Live Casino. All right. Stay black. And we out.
You say you getting paid, that's ish talk. You see me with my babe, that's ish talk. The money in that way, that's ish talk. I beg, I beg, I beg, I beg. I beg, I beg, I beg you all. We from the bottom, come from nothing. Who say they say, we say we know. They say you running plays, that's ish talk. You say you getting paid, that's ish talk. You see me with my babe, that's ish talk. The money in that way, that's ish talk.